All right, we got a new case of nickels here. We're going to open it up and make sure that it's what do you call it, circulated, and then hope we can find some interesting things in here. Yep, definitely circulated and somewhat dirty. All right, so we'll be going through these. I'll come back after every 10 rolls, let you know what I find, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully we'll find some cool and interesting things to talk about, and I will check back with you here in a couple of minutes. All right, I'm done with the first 10 rolls, and I only got three older finds, two 1958 Denvers. Yep, come on. If I can get it to. There we go. That one's kind of dirty. So it's a little bit better shape. And a 1949 Denver. Found five 2025s that were in pretty good condition and two with die chips on them. Let's do the big screen. This one's a 2007 P. Has a die chip in between the E and the R there in Liberty. And I believe this one also has a die chip in the O there. And Monticello, or Monticello, however you want to pronounce it. My understanding is both of them are right. And then we have 2020p. And this one right here, a little bit dirty over there, but you can see it has a die chip. Use this right there, and has the start of the big one beehive right there. That has a little beehive on the inner wall there. So that's it. Like I said, off to kind of a slow start. Hopefully it'll pick up. I'll check back with you after I get done with the next 10. Talk to you in a bit. All right, I'm done with the next 10. I got three more older Jefferson nickels. I got a 58. Yep, come on. Come on. There we go. Or 59. Denver. Got a 58. And again, Denver. This one's hard to see, but it's a 40. I say it's hard to see. I forgot what it was. 46, I believe. And it's hard to see on the ground, too. Yeah. If I can get the. And you can see the 46 there. And it's a Philly. And it's not a Henning nickel. Only weighs 4.9 ounces. And then we got we got a buffalo. I got one last one. This one I can actually read the date. 1936. Denver. And I checked. There's some DDO, or there's a double or repunchment mark, and some DDOs. And the 36D can also be the 3.5 legs. That one clearly has a full leg. It can be the two feathers, but you can see the third feather in there. So got a 36D, and I got one more die chip. This one here is a what is it, 21 Philly. And it has, again, inside wall beehive right there. And the start of the outside one. So hadn't found a whole bunch in the way of die cracks or die chips like that, but we now got a couple of them. Got a buffalo. I found a buffalo last box too. I haven't found any war nickels this year. So hopefully we can find a war nickel here pretty soon. This is a 46. 45 would have been the war nickel, but so I'm going to go through the next 10 and I'll check back with you and let you know what I find. Talk to you in a bit. All right, I'm done with the next roll. I've got 20 more rolls to go through. I found 2 more older ones. The oldest one I found, yep, if I can get this to work again. There we go. Another 1946 Philly. Only weighs 4.9 grams and doesn't have the little thing in the R up there, so not a Henning nickel. And the other one here is a 1952 Philly. But as you can see there, that is a big lamination error, detached lamination, looks like there. I'm guessing that's what that is. That looks like the outside layer just peeled off. That could be a aftermint damage though, but looks kind of like a lamination error. There's a little bit of damage on the rim there. I'm going to go with that, still a lamination error. And then I got 2, focus it back in, die chips, 21 and a 15. You can see the 15 one there has die chip in the E there. Not in that great a shape, but it also has a die chip back here in the O and in the S. And I think that's it for that one. Looks like there's some other garbage down there, but I think that's just Ring of Death around the edge. And the 2021 has just the start of the die chips there on the I have to go get me some more toothpicks for pointers. Start of the beehive there and the start of one there. So that's it for the die chips. And I got my assistant here trying to help me out, telling me it's time to go for a walk. So we're going to go do that, and I will go through the next 10 and be back with you here in a second and fix my camera so because I seem to, there we go. That'll get it to stay in spot. All right. That'll get it to go. But so far, it's been kind of slow. I've got like, what, 4, 5, 6, 7, only 7 older ones so far. So, but that's it for those so far. And oldest we've had is, or I guess we've got the buffalo. So I guess it's 8. All right. All right. We're doing okay. I'm going to go through the next 10 and I'll check back with you here in a little bit. So talk to you in a bit. All right. I'm done with the next 10. I got 4 more older ones. Finally got some really older ones. We found 2 1939. One of them's a little bit more beat up than the other one is. And they're both 1939 Phillies. Excuse me. And they aren't Henning nickels either. I always check for that. I want to find one of them one of these days. But 1948 Denver. And the 1952 Philly. So we've got 4 more old ones. So now we're up to what? 4, 7, 8, 12 old ones, plus the Indian head. I got what I'm guessing is considered a black beauty. It's an annealing error. The entire thing's just, well, here. You can tell the difference. Just all a darker color. That one's a 1923 Denver. This one here is a 1979 Denver. But I'm going to show you all this one underneath the microscope because it has some oddities. All the, I don't know if that's damage or caused by rubbing against it or something like that, but all the letters on it are thicker like that. And there's something weird going on there with the eye. I don't know what that kind of damage there is. I don't know if that's a strike through on the eye. Tilt it up a little bit. Well, nope. They just made it where you really can't see it. Well, I don't know if that's a strike through or if that's a lamination came off. But like I said, it looks like everything else in this thing's really puffy. I don't know what causes that. It's probably aftermint damage. The back looks really good condition. Except for some of the lettering back here looks kind of puffy too. Like it's melting into other things. And you got a couple of steps there, but nothing anywhere close to full steps. So I don't know what caused the aftermint damage. I'm going to hang on to it for a while just because it. I'm kind of curious to find out what has. If anybody knows what can cause that, or if it's just a deteriorated die. I mean that could be what it is. Also, it's just a fairly uncirculated coin on a really circulated die. But I mean, that looks like the letters are melting there. And like I said, that thing with the eye, I'm just trying to figure out. Let's hold that up real close and see if we can see what. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if that's a strike through or if that's just part of the enamel, or the upper layer came off there, or it might be aftermint damage for all I know. Although with the crack on it and stuff there, that crack that's just under the eye. No, it might be a lamination error. But, the letters looking like they're melting. They just look weird to me, so I hung on to it. And then the other two things were a couple more die cracks. 2018P and a 2016P. And that one has a lot of scratches and hits on it. And that one also has the die chip between the E and the R. And this one here has, you can see a little bit of start, has a crack right there, and then the start of a couple of different die chips there. And then this one has a little bit of the die chip there between the FS and the start of the big die chip back over here. So that's it for this set of 10, and I will got 10 more left to finish up, and then we'll come back and do a recap of the highlights. So I will talk to you here in a little bit. All right, I'm done now with the last 10. I got what's this, 6 more finds. Found a 1941. That was the oldest one of the last bunch. 1941 Philly. We got another 46 Denver. Another 53 Denver. A 54 San Francisco. And 2 more 56 Denvers. Yeah. One of them's not in really great shape. There we go. And I found one more die crack, or one more, one with an annealing error. Another 23D. Go with that one. One more, one with the die chips, a 1923P. Bring up the and it has the start of the beehive there on the wall. Really not the smallest one, but pretty small one. And I found another 1979D. So I'm going to show you both those. See how it has the fat lettering? Lettering on this one seems to be a little bit better, but look at the eye. Then come over here and look at the eye. I mean, this one here has the lamination crack there. Right there. But still, this one looks like something's been chipped off right here. And this one here has the same thing, kind of. Same area, it just looks like it's been chipped off. I don't know if that's a issue with the die, but I mean, this is a deteriorated die. You can tell that. But I mean, look at the letters there on everything. That is a really weird. And right there, the D is totally filled in. Oh yeah, that's filled in. Okay. Sorry, plain left. So this is just a really deteriorated die. But I don't know if that's a strike through that's stuck on the die or a die chip, or because that really looks like, you know, part of the lamination just broke off there. Just right there. And it's the same on both of them. Oh, sorry. Got the same kind, just kind of. So I'm going to hang on to these. I mean, I think, I know it's deteriorated die, but it looks like there might be a little bit of a, something was on the die too there causing the thing. But, and then the oldest find is a 1936 Denver. Oh, Denver. And I checked this one. Let's go ahead and look at this one. This one here has the 1936 Denver, has DDRs, DDOs, 3.5 leg. That ain't it. And if you look on this side, you know, I don't see doubling there, but it's worn enough to where I don't know that I'd be able to see doubling. I don't see any doubling or overprint there on the 1936, and I can definitely see the third feather there. So there's a 2 feather, there's a 3.5 leg, and a DDO and a DDR, I believe, for this one. Our DDO, yep, DDO and a DDR, both for right here. 36 DDO, DDR, RPM 36D, and then 2 feathers. This isn't showing it here for 36D, but I saw it on something else. And then the 3.5 legs is 36D. So could be any of those. It's not. It's just a 36D. So, but it's the oldest find we had, and it's in pretty good shape. So I'm happy with it. So that's it. Oh, and I have 25. I found 25 2025 Denvers in really good condition. One 2009 Denver, and one 2025 Philly in good. And these are the other die chips, are the little cracks on the back. All right, so that's it. Well, these are just the S1s. I hang on to them thinking that someday they'll magically turn into something, and then they won't. They'll end up going back to the bank. So That's it. Ended up with what is it, 18 older ones, a couple of weird 1979 Ds, one Buffalo, a couple of kneeling errors, and a bunch of ones here. Was it 8 with die chips, die cracks on the back? So that's it. Please like, share, subscribe. Comment down below what you think about these 1979s. Is that a strike through, or is that a just deteriorated die that's causing that thing with the eyes? And I will talk to y'all later on. Good luck in your hunts. Remember, we do this for fun, and I will talk to y'all later.